joining us, I should say. It's hard not to compare and contrast the treatment of Andrew McCabe and Roger Stone. What do you make of this?
Well, obviously, it's a two-tier justice system. We've always wondered about that. But in the wake of Donald Trump's election in 2016, it became more and more obvious that there's one level of justice for Hillary Clinton, Andrew McCabe, James Comey, John Brennan, the list goes on. And another level of justice, right, another level of justice for Roger Stone and George Papadopoulos, Carter Page, J.D. Gordon. And there's no climate between them. The fact of the matter is, we know now, just by the things that they've exposed accidentally with the prosecutors manipulating guideline enhancements to drag it up to 7 to 9, with the jury foreman revealing that she's a lieutenant in the resistance. You know, there's enough corruption, malice, and ulterior motive here for the president to pardon Roger Stone immediately. But indeed, there's enough corruption, malice, and ulterior motive here for a new trial, at the very least. But we know that Roger Stone is never going to get a fair shake in the District of Columbia. No Republican ever does. But Andrew McCabe, look at him. He's celebrating tonight with his, Lisa Page toasting him on Twitter. It makes one just sick.
And I just want to be clear, unlike maybe some people who have my politics, I'm not for sending Andy McCabe to prison for 9 years. I'm just not. It's enough that he doesn't work for the FBI. That's fine. I actually am not for sending a lot of nonviolent people, criminals, to prison. But I believe in fairness and the equal application of the law. And I can't remember the last time a high-profile Democrat in a politically tinged case went to jail. Tony Podesta, for example, did the same thing that Paul Manafort did. They both lobbied together as partners for Ukraine. Tony Podesta is probably in Italy gazing at his art collection. And Paul Manafort is where tonight? Can you remind me?
Yeah, absolutely. Federal prison with no sign of when he's going to get out. And I'll tell you another thing. I mean, you look at the likes of Hunter Biden, no matter what he did in the Ukraine, he lobbied cabinet-level officers without a FARA registration. He did far more than than Paul Manafort did, even more than Tony Podesta did, who's probably dining out in Washington, D.C. right now. There's a justice system for the Democrats and a justice system for the Republicans. That's why we're asking people to go to freerogerstone.com. We've got a really impressive petition going on there. We're well over 130,000 people demanding Roger Stone's pardon at freerogerstone.com. We want the president to really take a look at this and have some compassion on the Stone family. What's happened to Roger from the very beginning, by the way, Tucker, I was interrogated by the same prosecutor, Aaron Zelinsky, that Roger Stone was. The way that guy wielded power, the arrogance that he would walk into a room with. I remember a story of him screaming at a female defense attorney, "I am the government." And the stories of his bullying go on and on. But how he manipulated the guideline enhancements.
Not have power.
Absolutely. I mean, the way he manipulated the guideline enhancements to take Roger Stone into the 7 to 9 year category is an example of how they've done everything. It's all done with bad faith, Tucker. They did the FISA warrants in bad faith. They did the Fusion FBI dossier in bad faith. They followed, they were following and spying upon aides to the opposing candidate for president in bad faith. Everything here has been done in bad faith. And the president needs to consider that when he sees what's going on with Roger Stone, who, one thing is very clear, Roger Stone should never have testified before the House of Representatives. He never should have. Well, it was a fix from the very beginning. It was a trap from the beginning.
People on the right, they don't understand, and I am on the right, so I can say this, you are too. They don't understand, we don't understand the stakes that the other side is playing for. They don't want to win an argument. They want to crush you. They want to pull you off the internet. They want to cancel your checking account. They want to send you to jail. And they mean it. They're not joking at all. They're watching it now. Anyway, Michael, great to see you tonight. Thank you for that so much.
Once again, freerogerstone.com. Thanks a lot, Tucker.
I appreciate it. Well, one of CNN's